According to PFF, the Chicago Bears have the 13th best receiving core in all of football. Is it accurate? Let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk. Back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, come on now. Make sure you hit that big subscribe button down below. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms, guys. As always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. That is very important. All right, so here we go. PFF came out with an article, and they basically ranked all of the receiving cores in football. Now, it's important that you listen to me carefully. I said receiving core. This includes tight ends. This is not just wide receivers. This is including tight ends. So overall receivers on the team. So when we're talking about the Chiefs, you got to include Travis Kelce, of course, because their wide receiving core doesn't seem like it's very good. So that's an example right there for you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop in here. They have the Bears at 13. All right. And this is a far better ranking than what the Bears had last year, or what PFF had the Bears at last year, because they were dead last, 32 out of 32. And I, for one, am here to say that that was very accurate. The Bears receiving core was, awful last year. God awful. And I am so glad we are done with that, and I don't have to think about how bad the weaponry was for Justin Fields. But yeah, they jump all the way from 32 to 13. All right, and here's what PFF had to say. So last year, the Bears came in at number 32 out of 32 on this list. This year, it's a new look group. Since the beginning of last season, they've added DJ Moore and Chase Claypool to run with Darnell Mooney. Cole Kmet is also coming off back-to-back solid seasons. With an increase in Justin Fields' passing efficiency, this group could thrive. Here we go. My early thoughts on this, people. I totally think it's a fair ranking. 13 is, a top 15 unit in football. But I got to tell you, I'm going to break this down for you guys, but I think we could even be ranked a little bit higher. Now, again, it's the offseason. Until you actually see these guys on the field, you won't really know. But hey, we're in the prediction business. This is what makes it fun to talk about. Let's just do this fun exercise here, all right? So here are the teams that they have before the Bears, all right? And I'm going to just tell you guys where the Bears, I believe, stand. Number one, they have the Bengals. I got no gripes here. No argument. The Bengals have the best receiving core in football with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. They signed Irv Smith Jr. They have the best receiving core in football. Just between Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, but then you also have Tyler Boyd. No gripes there. They're number one. Eagles at number two. Also no issues here. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. This group is insane, okay? Miami Dolphins, same thing. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. You can stop right there. That's all you need to know. The 49ers at number four. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle. I know McCaffrey's a running back, but he's one of the best pass-catching running backs in football. Number five, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. No issues here. They also added JSN Jackson Smith-Njigba. So, yeah, they're at number five, and I got no issues there. Six, Dallas Cowboys. They have CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup. They lost Dalton Schultz, but they did add Brandon Cooks, so that is a positive for them, and I'm fine with it. At number six, I'm fine with Dallas being there. Number seven, Minnesota Vikings. Obviously, you have the best receiver in football, in my opinion, in Justin Jefferson. But then you also have T.J. Hockenson. Yeah, besides Jefferson, the wide receiver core isn't that great. They have a rookie in Jordan Addison. But remember, they have T.J. Hockenson. He's a top 5 tight end. So, number 7, Minnesota makes sense. Here we go. 8, the Raiders. They have Devontae Adams, who's a top 3 receiver in football. But Darren Waller's gone. You have Hunter Renfrow. And then it's what do you really have here? So it's a one-man army here with Devontae. And so I'm going to go ahead and say that I would probably take the Bears receiving core over the Raiders, because it's just Devontae. Again, Hunter Renfrow's a solid slot receiver. We can find other Hunter Renfrows. It's just Devontae and really no one else. While the Bears have Moore, Mooney, Claypool, Kmet. So give me the Bears over the Raiders. Next up, they have Buffalo Bills at number 9. And yeah, the Bills have Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis. They drafted Dalton Kincaid. So they have him. And then they have Dawson Knox. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it to the Bills. I think their receiving core is slightly better, so no arguments there. But yeah, I'll take the Bears over the Raiders. And then at 10, you got Tampa Bay, who has Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. But after that, it's Russell Gage. I think I'll take the Bears receiving core over the Bucs. Yeah, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, very good, but DJ Moore, I take him over Mike Evans. And then Mooney and or Claypool, would it really surprise you if they outplayed Chris Godwin? I don't think it's the craziest thing in the world. So I can make the argument there. And then 11, they have Kansas City Chiefs. This one, to me, it's literally the Raiders situation, all carried by Travis Kelce. That's it. Because I'm sorry, Kadarius Toney, I'm not trusting it yet. Sky Moore hasn't proven it to me. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a one-trick pony, and the Jerick McKinnon, like a receiving running back. No, I'm not buying it. It's all Travis Kelce here. Same situation. I think, Travis Kelce is obviously the best tight end in football and arguably one of the best tight ends of all time. Not arguably, he is one of the best tight ends of all time. Arguably the best tight end of all time. But I could maybe make the argument that just as a overall totality, I take the Bears receiving core. Just as a, all four of those guys to combine over just a Travis Kelce. But that's where I'm at. Chargers, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Quentin Johnson, Austin Eckler. Yeah, they're better. So really, then we have the Bears at 13. So really, I would move the Bears up 2 spots past the Raiders, and I'd move them past the Bucs, and I'd even could move them in the top 10 by moving up against Kansas City or above Kansas City. So this is arguably a top 10 unit, wait for it, on paper. On paper, all right? I don't think it's far-fetched to say because that's all we're talking about on paper. We got to see it on the field. But yeah, man, that feels good as a Bears fan to say because you go from having the worst receiving core in all of football last year, 32 out of 32 ranked by PFF, to now they're saying 13. I could even see top 10. What do you guys think? Too high, too low, just right? Let me know down below as always. Thanks for watching.